to the SP1200, the blue light bulb, to the board, the engineer's hands, and the limited well of patience. Hallelujah to everybody say ho, amen to all the ladies say ow. Thank God for make money, money, make money, money, and bless every hand that was ever put in the air. In your name, we pray.
Word Beats in Life, Fifth Element Live.
The elements of hip-hop are DJing, graffiti, breaking, knowledge, and...
Yo, mama.
Biddy, did you come here to play or did you come here to finesse?
We can't all get a pair of socks?
I told you, Patrick, I was coming for you. I took you out.
You're still whack, copy?
Hello, everybody. How you doing? I am Chef Darrell Barnes, known as the Chosen Chef, and welcome to Eats Plus Beats. Eats Plus Beats. Again, I'm Chef Darrell. My man Tony. What's up, bro?
What's going on, Darrell? How you
doing? I am happy to be here to kick it with you for an hour. Had some good eats, and for sure, good beats, right?
Of course, you already know.
That's a bet. That's a bet. So yeah, I'm Chef Darrell, the Chosen Chef, born and raised here in Washington, D.C. I'm actually a full-time D.C. cop, so I'm a cop by day, chef by night. Got a food truck, the Chosen Raw Food, catering business. So we pretty busy over here, man. How about you? What you do?
What do I do? Oh man, so many things. I think we're trying to get a better shot on your face. We need you.
Okay.
So I'm a teacher by day, by day. But then of course by night, many beats are made. I think an artist in a couple different ways, but definitely mostly music. And
okay.
So that's kind of it. Writing and music.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. So like, what brings why music? Why music?
What brings me to rap music?
Yep.
Well, that's a good question. I think I would say I feel like I always bring it back to I dropped out of college and I was just hanging out with friends and we were like, what can we do to keep us, intelligent but also having fun? And it was freestyling. And so from there it was like we would just get together, freestyle, and we started recording and I was like, I want to make beats too, so it kind of led to that. We're getting back into it. Do you want to start with your recipe? Are we ready to get into I think you're muted.
I'm sorry. I was muted. I'm sorry.
There you
go. So today we're doing a surf and turf pasta. We have for the turf, our lamb chops already been cut and cleaned, a rack of lamb, and we have scallops. We have scallops here. They're drying right now. So these two of our proteins of choice for our pasta. So we're going to begin by having our water already boiling for our pasta here. We're going to put some salt in the water for the pasta. Let that get pretty hot for a while. While that's boiling here, I'm going to go ahead and prep the lamb chops so we can get those seared on the stove. So again, we have our rack of French lamb chops already been cut and cleaned. We're going to add to our lamb chops some grapeseed oil or olive oil, your preference. Today I have grapeseed, but you can use olive oil as well. We're going to add some of that to the lamb chops. Nice and coat on top. Next up is our seasoning. I'm a big fan of this brown sugar bourbon seasoning right here. So I'm going to put some of that on top of our lamb chops. Like such. I'm going to add some garlic and herb seasoning to it. Okay. All right.
We're getting started with the music.
And we have our fresh herbs. Have some fresh rosemary, some fresh thyme.
So this is our first record.
Okay.
Um,
That's my joint, man.
we got Lakeside. Fantastic Heroes. If we pay attention to that first one. I could even go back and try to.
That's a classic beat right there, bro. It's a classic beat.
So yeah, you know, just classic beat like that. Production right now before all gets started. I feel like kind of with spices and oils, you know, with cooking.
I can't really hear you, bro.
Turn down the music for this. But yeah, I was saying, I got the so this is where I took the break beat from, this Lakeside record.
Okay.
And I was saying, kind of like with your spices and stuff, you got started right now. Like this is kind of the foundation to the piece.
Gotcha.
So yeah, you got your grapeseed oil, and then what else are you putting in the?
We have grapeseed oil right here. We have some fresh rosemary and some fresh thyme for on top of the lamb chops.
Nice.
Then I have just the garlic and herb seasoning I use, and the brown sugar bourbon seasoning. That's the core spices we're going to use for our lamb chops. So I'm just pretty much here dicing up the rosemary pretty good. Mm-hmm. Rosemary and thyme. That's up pretty good right here. I love fresh herbs, bro. I put herbs on almost everything I cook. Definitely fresh thyme. I put thyme in so many things. It's crazy.
I just I feel like there's nothing like some thyme in my bread. What is it, focaccia?
Yes.
You know,
Absolutely.
you got that in the oven. Oh man.
Nice. Man, I love thyme, bro. I love it. So yeah, we just got our herbs, our seasoning. We're gonna get it mixed up together right here. Nicely coated evenly. Make sure every piece has the olive oil and the fresh herbs on top.
So I'm gonna keep going around this record.
Okay.
I think that was the break. I'm gonna keep looking. I feel like I had this break on my MPC from before, but we'll pretend like we're digging and we're looking for this break, and we'll find it.
Digging in the crates. Yeah, why did we do that right there? I'm going to go ahead and get this pan nice and hot for our lamb chops. I'll go ahead and wash my hands. I'm going to cut my pan on while you get to the beets.
So yeah, as I said, I know this break is on this record.
Okay.
Find it. But if not, I'll just pull it up on the beat machine.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and add some olive oil to my pan.
What's up? Here we go. We'll keep going.
Okay. The old school?
I don't think this is it, but this is a good one.
Yeah.
I need you.
I need you. I got an old soul, bro. So this me right here.
So yeah, I'll explain briefly, kind of like where this music yeah, just kind of where I found these records or what inspired me. So, you came with the surf and turf recipe, so I was looking for like I had this record and I was like, there's a nice break on here, and what's on the record, but they're in the ocean, so we got the surf. and I was like, I'll go with that. So I had this other record, another surf record, and I was able to get a really nice sample from here. So that's my surf, and then I have, we look for like the more soul, and there's the ground, the turf on this record. So that's like another sample, and then I have one more record, which is another turf record, another soul record.
Wow.
Yeah, so we'll see. I'm just jumping around now, but we'll eventually end up on the MPC with all of those records on one beat.
Nice, bro. Nice. I'm gonna go ahead and add these lamb chops to our pan. Get a good cream walk on them.
Yes, I do, baby.
And how's the audio on my sound with the music?
It's good, bro. It's good. I hear it. It's good.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Go ahead, let that cook down. While that cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and work on our pasta. Get that nice and hot. So we have fettuccine noodles. We're known for the pasta. Fettuccine noodles right here. Again, we already got some hot water already going with the hot sauce. It's very important to have salt in your water, your noodles.
That's an important step, right? You gotta have
that for sure.
So I like put a few questions together. This is one I thought I'd just like to ask you in general too. But as a chef, what is your favorite noodle to use?
Do it again, bro.
I said, what is your favorite noodle to use as a chef?
It might be fettuccine. I think fettuccine, bro.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I love a nice thick noodle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big fan of the thin ones like spaghetti. I love a nice thick noodle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean there are so many out there, and then I was thinking too, like even different Asian noodles, right? You got so many out there. So think about, but fettuccine is a great choice.
Let's check out our lamb chops. We don't want to get them too. I'll turn them over.
All right,
So we got our lamb chops going right now. We have our water boiling for the pasta. Our next course will be the pan-seared scallops. That's pretty simple, pretty easy. All I did was make sure I have all the scallops pat dry, really fine. They gotta be pat dry, really good. All we're gonna do is add some salt and pepper to these. We're gonna season with those with some butter and olive oil. That's pretty much simple with that. But it's very important to keep the scallops. They gotta be nice and dry. You don't want any moisture on the scallops to get a good sear mark on them. So make sure they're packed really dry. Flip them over. Let me check on my lamb chops before I work on my scallops. Yep, here we go.
So this is our next record too. While you're talking about new ingredients, this is my next ingredient. So we were looking for the drums. I could maybe play that real quick. So where are the drums here? So this is the drum break from that Lakeside record. This is the first ingredient.
Okay.
So like I kind of just focused on that as the kick. That is the hi-hat that can be heard, and then these are the two snares.
I hear.
So yeah, I'll play the. I could just start with the drums. You know, so that's just like the skeleton of the beat. Yeah. And then from there, I'm gonna pull up this next record, which is kind of the what I don't know. I guess you could say like the I don't know what I would compare it to. The main sample of the beat. So that's
Okay.
I don't know what you could compare it to in the chef world, but all right, I got my drums and now I'm gonna throw my main sample on top of it.
Okay.
We'll listen to that in a second here.
All right, cool.
Where are you at right now?
Bro, it's so important to me when I'm cooking. I gotta have music. That's very important, probably to every chef. I think music is the foundation. So without good music, you can't have any good food. To me, so music is definitely key to any part of anybody's kitchen, and definitely cooking for sure.
Nice. What do you like to listen to when you're cooking?
Again, I'm pretty. I like. I have an old soul, so I'm like to do old school R&B, new school R&B, definitely hip hop. For sure, go because we're here in DC. So I'm pretty much I got a mixture between the old soul and I guess the new soul. But I love old school music. Old school music, love it.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So this is kind of like a little jazzy record. Pull it back a bit. So yeah, this is like so I got the drums and now I'm getting my main sample. Kind of like you're cooking up the lamb. I'm cooking up this. I'm pulling out my main piece of meat.
Okay.
So and it's always nice. I'm sorry, I didn't see the question. So the question is there,
I see.
Yeah.
Is there a dish from your childhood that you would like to recreate and make elevate in your own dish for today? A childhood dish. That's a good question. A childhood dish I can recreate. Well, for me, I guess any kind of macaroni and cheese dish for me. I was raised, of course, on macaroni and cheese. So nowadays, we like to put proteins on macaroni and cheese, seafood. So to me, it'd be a nice upscale, fancy version of macaroni and cheese. Lobster mac, crab mac, any kind of protein you can add to your macaroni and cheese.
I like that. I like the mac and cheese, right? Because people always do like lobster mac and cheese now.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a good question. Like, how can you elevate kind of a classic?
Yeah, question?
Oh no, just that question.
Okay.
But I was thinking like, how could you make I feel like chicken tenders would be another one.
Chicken tenders?
Yeah. Be a chicken tender like salad.
Okay.
Make it fancy. Add greens.
So I'm gonna go ahead and work on our scallops though. They're already fried right here. Again, I'm gonna just put them in the pan. I had olive oil in the pan and butter already in the pan. So nice and hot. Get a good sear on them.
All right, we're gonna jump to another song here just to change it up a bit.
And you got jumbo scallops.
But yeah, so that was the kind of main sample that I was just playing in the background. I'll transition into that onto the MPC right now.
Okay.
And so yeah, I was like trying to think about, you know, I had that first little drum break that I was messing around with. and then I had this.
Mhm.
And I was like, how can I, it's kind of just kind of like where it started. I was like, what can I do with this? So I was messing around, kind of like.
So I got a question for you, bro. What age did you start doing music? What age?
I would say it's gotten to be about like 10 years now. So I was probably like 17 or 18.
Okay.
And yeah, like I mentioned, it was really started with freestyling, and then it got into like recording, and I was like, well, why don't I just try to do this whole thing, right? Be completely
Okay.
self-sustainable, and make beats and record and freestyle over it. But so yeah, and then probably it's been about 10 years. I recently I started interning at Words, Beats, and Life, and
Okay.
and that kind of led me to getting being able to get more information kind of on like how hip hop production is made, classically.
Yeah.
And yeah. So yeah. What about you? Like when did you really like feel like you could call yourself a chef?
So again, I've been cooking my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
But professionally, 2016, I decided to go back to school. While I was a cop full time. From after school, got my degree, my second degree in culinary arts. So since for me professionally, 2016.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice. So it's going good then.
Yep. Bro, I love it. I love it. Cooking is my life.
And so, sorry, I didn't mean to jump in there. But you have a catering business? Is that?
Yeah. So we have we're a full-fledged catering company. We do events smallest to largest 400. We do private dinners, anniversaries, weddings, divorce parties, banquets. I mean, name it. We do everything. So so we do whatever you want.
Yeah.
We do everything. Come in with full service, tables, linens, whatever you want.
It's always a good reason for a good meal.
Always.
Very cool. What? So oh, here we go. Question: If there was a DJ versus, who would you like to see, and would you like to see a collab album for them?
A DJ oh, that's for you. Okay.
Well, like I think it's one of those like the verses. You know how they do those Instagram verses.
Yep.
But if there was a DJ versus, or like maybe a production versus, like like producers I could see, maybe I'd want to see, like some two like really old school people, maybe Pete Rock and Q-Tip.
Nice. Pete Rock. Okay.
Like those two, just kind of like classic, so knowledgeable about the art.
That's definitely classic.
What about you? Got any thoughts on that?
For DJ?
Or just artists in general, I guess.
They've done so many already. I can't think of anybody off the top right now. They've done a lot so far. I can't think of one. I can't. Not for DJ purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question. Those have been dope though.
Yep. We have our salads here. They're pretty much done. I'm gonna cook down for another 2 minutes on the other side. We'll get them cooked right here. Get a good sear mark on the salad.
Nice.
Look up almost there. I'm gonna go ahead and pull my pasta out the water. Let them drain some.
So here's a question. I was thinking about this. So why'd you choose this recipe out of like all recipes you could do?
Good question. I'm a big fan of surf and turf as well as my customers. So I just decided to do a play on surf and turf that just I haven't really seen done as a pasta. So I just did this right here.
Okay. I like that. I feel like surf and turf too is kind of regional, you could say, which is, I feel like what people are into. So that's cool. Nice.
Yep. So once this gets done here, I'm going to work on our Alfredo sauce we're going to make. for the pasta.
Okay.
I'll pour these off in about another minute.
So yeah, now that you're transitioning into kind of, you know, your post, now that you have everything kind of prepped and put together, I'll show everybody what I have kind of prepped and put together. With that sample that I just played and with those drums.
Okay.
So here we go. And I have 3 different sequences. So there's like 3 different 2-bar loops. So
Okay.
this is the first 2-bar loop, and then I'll go into the next 2.
Okay.
Here we go. Let me do a quick thing. Right, quick.
Okay.
All right, here we go. So I think I might have missed a question. So this is the first sequence. Which verses was your favorite? Oh, that is a tough one. I don't. I feel like I wasn't able, or maybe what is it? Method Man and Red Man. I feel like that was the.
I love it too.
Yeah.
Great man.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the first sequence, and then it goes into this one.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's kind of like the whole little loop there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I took that, right, and it was kind of just like the main sample down below.
Okay.
That kind of keeps the beat going.
Okay.
And it's also, there's a lot of space in it too, so you could kind of add things on top. So I'll explain like kind of, usually when I do this, I'll add a few things on top. So I'll talk about the 2 things I added on top. So we started with the surf, and then we're getting into the turf records now.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll pause that for a second.
These scallops off. I'm gonna work on these this Alfredo sauce. Those are done.
Looking very tasty.
So for our Alfredo sauce, it's pretty simple. We have our heavy cream, we have some butter, and we have our seasoning and some Parmesan cheese. This is our base for our heavy cream. For our Parmesan sauce. I'm sorry, our Alfredo sauce. So we're gonna add the cream to our saucepan, like such. Use the whole thing. That should be enough for one serving we have right here. To our cream, we add the garlic and herb seasoning.
Sorry, I was gonna say I'm getting my next couple spices up. So this is the next record I'm about to throw on. This is the one I'm gonna throw on top of the what I have already right now. So
Okay.
kind of like you. This is maybe my sauce to the larger beat I have.
Gotcha. Let that cream cook down some. I'm gonna go ahead and dice up. I'm gonna throw in some. I have some red pepper and green pepper. I'm gonna add that to our pasta just because I had some here. Then I'll work on our asparagus.
Yeah, you got quite a good mix there, like fresh veggies, fresh herbs.
Yeah, for me, it's the colors too. You want to have a nice color presentation on the plate, so why not mix in your colors as well with your vegetables? So just decide to do these last minute.
Definitely.
Yep. Someone dice these up just really finely. Like a little saute song.
Nice. All right, so I'm gonna throw this record on, and we'll get into it. So this record too is actually this one that I'm about to pull up is one sampled from Wu-Tang before, so you may be familiar.
I haven't heard Wu-Tang in so long, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like it just made me think of that Showtime documentary. I don't know, it's crazy. They had a really interesting like documentary about them.
Okay, no, I missed that one.
Yeah, it was but yeah, no, I guess it would kind of explain maybe how they like their why they fell apart to a certain degree.
Okay.
So yeah, it was interesting. But
Okay.
yeah. So I guess what rappers or artists have you been listening to specifically lately?
So for me, I'm a huge Scarface and J. Cole fan.
Nice.
I love AZ. I'm like a lot of old school, like New York and down south rappers. UGK. I love them. So
Definitely. I feel like when I was growing up, there was a lot of like down south rap going on. So I'm definitely. I feel like T.I. was really blowing up at that point.
yeah,
Lil Wayne, of course.
definitely.
So yeah, this is let me pull it back and I'll show you the part where we got the sample from.
Okay. I'm just mixing up my cream right here for our Alfredo sauce. As I cook down some live cheese and Parmesan cheese.
So this is the first song. It'll glide into the next one here in a second. But
Is there a specific cuisine that you favorite to eat or prepare? Not really American, I guess per se, but I pretty much can dabble into pretty much anything. I think so. Not really a favorite for me, but whatever my clients want, I can pretty much can do. If not, I can research it or call one of my chef friends and give me like an opinion or something. Yeah. Good question.
yeah, that's a good one. I was gonna say, are there any like certain chefs or any people you look up to that like you kind of want to strive to be like, maybe as chefs or maybe as just people in general?
Yeah. For me here, I guess locally, I have some local. I have some that's pretty well known. For here in DC, we have of course Chef Tobias. We have Chef Damien. Pretty cool with him. He's a pretty known chef here. We have a lot of chefs here that I'm pretty cool with that I look up to in regards to nationally. Of course, Bobby Flay, Guy Fieri. Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah, I feel like that would be my response if I was like, are there any artists you look up to? And I'd be like, nah, they're just people in the area who like set a good example, you know? Yeah, that's cool.
Yep.
That is very cool. So yeah, I guess on that point, do you have any restaurants you really recommend around the area? Like any spots that you look forward to?
Truthfully, not really.
That's fair.
I can't really give you one per se. I mean, I of course I go out to eat pretty often, but I can't right now give you one that like you must go have right now. I can't.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Who are your people, Tony? We want to know. Oh, the people that I look up to. I'm gonna stop that for a second. Maybe we'll keep it going. Just turn it down a little bit more. I would say some of the people I look up to are some of the people through Words Beats and Life. Nick the Wonder, and Flex Matthews. So those two I think are kind of like, and I along with the rest of the crew there, who teach the classes and kind of come in and out of the classes, who are all very skilled artists who I look up to. But then other people who I've met, who I feel like are just friends. I'll shout out Sir EU and Jamal Gray, both kind of artists in the area who kind of set an example for other artists.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. But definitely words, beats, and life. I mean, so where'd you go to school for cooking?
So I went to PG Community College. I went to PG Community College here, and I got my degree there. I got my 2-year degree from there. Yeah.
Cool. I will say this is right. We're all familiar with this sample. My name is.
Oh yeah, Eminem.
Yeah. So yeah, this
I like Eminem. I'm a big fan of his.
For sure.
They got the Shade 45 too. Shade 45.
Yeah. I mean the whole Detroit crew.
Yeah.
So this is called Shaolin Soul. I mean like I feel like just all of the artists on here are kind of like classic sampled artists.
Gotcha.
And yeah, it's a great record. But anyway, we'll keep it moving with the beat and yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm pretty much done here. Again, I'm the last thing I do here is prep the asparagus. It take no time at all. We have our peppers here. We're gonna add our pasta. It's already done. That's sauteed. We have our cream sauce here. That's already done. For our pasta, I added some fresh thyme to my Alfredo sauce. Again, I put time in everything I cook, so I add some time to that. I'm gonna plate once I get done with this asparagus. That's pretty much it. Wow. And for our asparagus here, my ingredient I'm gonna choose is lemons. We're gonna zest some lemons on top and juice the lemon as flavor for the asparagus.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I'm just about wrapping up too. So I got that record and I have another one. I'll just play the samples that I got and then I'll show you kind of how they ended up on the complete beat.
Okay.
Do that. So yeah, I got this was from the one I was just playing. So that's just like a tiny little bit.
Who's this?
This is his name is Labi Cifre. I got the blues.
Okay.
And this is so this is the one that was sampled by Wu-Tang.
Gotcha.
And yeah, but I'm not completely sure how they sampled it, but I just am familiar with it through that. And but just that first part goes into this. So like I had this first sequence.
Mm-hmm.
And then I added this part.
Okay.
It's just like a little piece,
Yeah.
Oh, chef, do you have the restaurant looks absolutely amazing. What they're giving you shout outs about.
Chef, do you have the restaurant that looks absolutely amazing? Oh, thank you. So right now we have a food truck, the Chosen Waffle. Restaurant, prayerfully one day, not yet. Right now you can go to our website, thechosenchef.com, and order or request a catering event. Do everything again, as small as private events. Do everything. So go on the website, thechosenchef.com. You can see everything we have on the website.
Nice. There you go. Check it out. I mean, after this meal, I'm definitely gonna have to check it out. That's great. So you're zesting the asparagus now?
Yeah, zesting asparagus with the lemon zest.
So yeah, and this is my zest on top of this sequence.
Okay.
So if you hear that little vocal in the background, just gives it a little jump. Gives a little zest.
Move the seeds. What's that?
So that's my like so I took this and added it to this one. Look in the background. Oh, so yeah, I was I forgot my mic. So I was saying that that sample that I was just playing is
Yep.
in the back of this one. It's like kind of in the back. It's kind of on the high end.
Okay.
But it's just going do it.
Well, we got a question for you. Where can people hear your voice? Hear me on your music.
So yeah, my Instagram is casualty, casual with an H, a casual period T as in the drink. So that's my Instagram, and then if you go on there, you can find my SoundCloud, which has previous stuff from the last couple of years. And there's hopefully new stuff coming soon. So just stay tuned. And then yeah, that's about it for me. And then this is the final sequence with a little bit of that same stuff on it.
Okay.
And there we have it. And it's all coming together over there too.
Yeah, so we got right here. I added the spring sauce right here. We have our lemon zest asparagus right here, pretty much done. I'll put that al dente. This is almost done. We'll play that in a minute, and that's pretty much it for her.
It's a wrap. Yeah, I like all the colors, all the mixtures of all those different flavors.
Yes, it's very important to have colors, bro. I gotta have colors in all your food. It should taste good and look pretty as well. So, a big component for colors. I'm gonna chop up some crushed parsley and add it to our pasta. I have parsley and I have some fresh basil. I'm gonna add to our pasta.
Okay.
It's pretty simple, pretty easy, but definitely tasteful and flavorful for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like we were talking earlier, right? And I was saying I was getting into like these food shows, and I feel like one thing I always stress is like simplicity, right? You don't want to overdo it, especially when you got all these good flavors there already. So. Yeah.
So let's talk on too. You said earlier, before we got on the show, that you enjoy cooking too, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So what do you like cooking? What do you enjoy the most?
So I guess I grew up with my mom cooking a lot of pasta.
Gotcha.
So I really like just making like a classic kind of. My favorite one is the arrabbiata, which is it means angry, which is kind of like spicy. It's the spicy one. And that's just a classic like tomato sauce. But I really like, I feel like I'm similar where I'm just trying to learn and adapt and try whatever tastes good, and some different fusions of things. I just made an Indian dish. But, I'm trying to try different things out, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead now and start working a plate. I'm gonna play her up real quick, make it real pretty.
Okay.
And then we can do any final questions we might have from the guests, and that's pretty much it.
Cool.
Let me get my plate ready.
Play something else while we wait. Oh, this isn't the same beat.
Okay.
But I could play that other one again. But yes, this is just... Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'll play the other one real quick.
Okay.
We head out.
Okay.
So that's the first sequence.
Okay.
We got the. I'll just take us back through these records too. Right, these are the drums. Drum record here. Lakeside.
Okay.
They go through the artist. The jazz was Paul Desmond, and this is kind of like West Coast jazz.
Okay.
Smooth, very airy. Then this compilation record, Labi Cifre, and
Okay.
that's the little. And then the final one is this one, Soul Children, with the Do
Cool
It Baby.
Nice cover. That's a cool cover.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's a great cover.
And that is a great dish, my friend.
So, thank you, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Chef's wife, Shannon.
That's right. My
Keeping
camera
the-
person behind the scene of all events.
Peace, Shannon. You gotta have support. You gotta have your support system.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it was like we just, I'm ending teaching and or we're ending the year with all these students after COVID, and I feel like they've been giving me a lot of, they've been just kind of really struggling lately. I feel like just talking about your support system, people that are always around you, just gotta love them, continue to love them,
Yep.
and just be thankful for them.
Mhm.
I feel like that's what I've been reminding them of. So
Definitely.
it's
For
been
sure.
on my mind too. Oh, almost there.
We got a topper with some
Getting those fresh herbs on there.
gotta have it. Here she is. Surf and turf pasta. We have lamb chop, pan seared scallops, roasted peppers, and of course our lemon zest asparagus. Pretty simple, pretty easy, but of course flavorful.
I wish we were doing this in person.
So yeah, bro, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, we can get to those. If not, thank y'all for joining us on this Eats Plus Beats. Also,
You got a question there.
Okay. How many meats and vegetables for a wedding for 250 people? Thank you. Is this for an inquiry? if you're sending me an inquiry, thank you. Please go to my website, thechosenchef.com. It's a form there you can fill out for catering inquiry, please, I would love to answer it, but just send me email regards to any catering inquiries. But yeah, for me personally, if I can do a quick shout out to my nephew, Little Mao. He got an EP out now on Apple Music, Spotify. It's called Forever Me. It's an EP he launched, I think last month. Check him out if you can, Lil Mao. Also, my cousin Dre A1. He's out of Michigan. He got amazing work on as well on there too. So check him out if you can on Apple Music or Spotify.
Cool. Very cool.
Yep.
Definitely gotta check them out.
Definitely.
Word. And yeah, shout out to Words, Beats, and Life too.
Definitely.
You know, talking about young, amazing artists, that's a place to go if you are a young, amazing artist or trying to support one. So definitely shout out to them. And yeah,
Definitely.
just grateful to be on this. It was a good time. Nice to meet you, Daryl.
Likewise, bro. Likewise. I love to do it again.
For sure. I think we have one more question, but I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see it.
We sent an inquiry. We were. Oh, okay. Yes. We spoke this morning. Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
Making moves.
Here we go.
Cool. All right. Well, I think that's it for us then.
Okay. Cool, bro. It was my pleasure. Thanks again for having us. Words, Eats plus Beats, and that's me.
Tune in next month.
Absolutely. Take it.